Hello from Paul Hand and welcome to Nanning. The anticipation is building as we're nearing the sharp end of the Total BWF Sudirman Cup finals. Badminton fans worldwide all getting excited to see the final weekend upcoming. Which two teams will make the last push for tomorrow's final? The event's been beautifully staged here at the Guangxi Sports Center Nanning, southwest China. It's a stunning, fast-paced cosmopolitan city that doesn't seem to sleep, constantly pulsing with energy, as are these elite shuttlers. We're into the penultimate day of play. It's semi-final Saturday, and it's top-flight action here for the Total BWF Sudirman Cup Grade 1 mixed team tournament. And anytime China play, the atmosphere is rocking inside the Guangxi Sports Center. Here is our map showing the extensive reach of the participating teams from far and wide all across the globe. Only 3 teams have ever won the Sudirman Cup. Indonesia once, Korea 4 times, and China 10 times as well. It's within reach now, that glinting prize up for grabs. Getting nearer by the day, the Sudirman Cup trophy, created in honor of Dick Sudirman, made of 22-carat gold-plated silver, standing 80 centimeters high. It was presented to the International Badminton Federation in May 1989. So both semi-finals will be unfolding today as the media spotlight burns brightly down onto one show court now at 11 AM. It's the top seeds China against Thailand from the very top of the draw. And at 6 PM here on court 1, do join us for the second seeds Japan. They take on Indonesia in that one. Our athletes are all marooned in the holding area, warming up, but here they are arriving this morning. They'll prepare as they need, some with headphones, some like to chat, some play pranks. But they'll all have to flick the switch shortly and get their business faces on. As the Thais making their way in. So our first focus of attention, the first semi-final of day 7, semi-final Saturday. It's going to be China against Thailand. China beat Denmark to earn their semi-final spot. Thailand downed Korea. So it's top half action in this very important time. What do the players do to get in the right frame of mind? Let's take a look. Good spirits, aren't they, Team China? This morning's order of play. First up, a mixed doubles to get the tie underway. Undisputed world number 1s ZHENG and HUANG have unfinished business to settle from last month with Thai titans PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI. Then we've the world number 2 men's singles player, reigning HSBC BWF World Tour Finals champion Xu Yuqi, seeking a second win over tenacious Thai Kantafon Wangcharoen. Following that, the men's doubles world champions, Chinese twin towers Li and Liu, take on Israenet and Kedron. Our fourth match, a juicy top 10 women's singles dust-up, high-flying Chen Yufei goes toe-to-toe with former world number 1 Ratchanok Intanon. Then, if we get that far, to round out the action on semi-final Saturday, an unpredictable women's doubles featuring Chen Qingchen and Xie Yifan against Super Jurikun and TAERATTANACHAI. So our stage is set then. It's very busy out there, and we're all ready for the drama to unfold. Our first match we're going to be focusing on is a mixed doubles clash between ZHENG and HUANG. They're up against the world number 4s, PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI. Should be an absolute belter, this one, because intriguingly, it's an 8th clashing of swords between these two mixed doubles powerhouses. And to spice it up, guess who won the last encounter? Exactly, these two in yellow and light blue. The Thais last month in the Singapore Open, they won in straight games against the world number 1s. Can they do so again today? They've had a great tournament, undefeated so far, and a generous wave of noise hits them as they take to the court. But also their opponents making their way to centre stage. It's really crackling atmosphere inside here this morning. China are in the house, just making their way onto court. Zheng Siwei and HUANG Yaqiong. Let's listen in for the coin toss. Proof of that previous meeting in the Singapore Open. Full hand alongside Morten Frost.
Or black.
To be working with you again.
Black.
Yeah, thank you so much. Likewise, we are in for a treat here in the mixed doubles for sure.
Serve. Subsidy to serve. Who is going to receive?
The most improved pair on the world circuit in mixed doubles is definitely the Thais.
Yeah, they've had a good year, haven't they? Rocketed up to 4th in the world, but these two, well, quite something. Phenomenally successful, aren't they? World champions in August and winners of 9 World Tour titles this season, leading the mixed doubles ranking list.
And so they've been doing for 42 weeks.
Yes, quite. What about these two?
They have been number 4, 14 weeks.
Wow, you've done your homework, Morten, off that career high ranking. If 9 and 3 this year, they are wins to losses coming in here. But they've been quietly consistent, as you're inferring. This is their road to here. They beat Dremin and Dimova from Russia fairly emphatically, just over half an hour they needed, and same again time-wise in their other win as well against Seo and Chae of Korea. That was a 50-minute battle on Thursday, that one.
Very crucial match in the first tie.
What about these two? They've also had a couple of wins as well. No
Understatement.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of drubbings. You normally get beaten by the China stick, don't you, when you're opposing them? And this is their route through. They beat these guys en route. The Malaysians, it was first, Tan and Lee. That was 21-16, 21-12, 31 minutes. And then the Danes as well, Christiansen and Tuggeson. An hour and 3, that one. But yeah, they were tested all the way, 21-13 in the deciding game on that one. But as I say, the exciting thing is, head-to-head wise, Morten, they've played a number of times, haven't they? And this is interesting in that the Thais have won the last clash.
Yeah, I was there in Singapore when they won it, and I must say that it was a fantastic match they played and deserved to win the following day in the final against Tan Kian Ming and Lai Pei-Jing of Malaysia. That was a very, very solid performance by the two Thai players.
Andrea Chiappini, been busy all week in the chair for this one. And Laurens Bester of South Africa opposite him, keeping an eye on that height of contact for serve. Zheng looks pretty busy, and they'll be keen to come out the blocks quickly here, no doubt, Morten.
Yeah, of course, it's all about China is overwhelming favourite to win this tie, and of course Thailand to keep their hopes alive. They must win this one. On the right is Sang-jun.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
former Olympic champion. Mixed doubles.
TAERATTANACHAI. Northern left, China, represented by HUANG Yaqiong. Thailand to serve, TAERATTANACHAI to Yung Siwei. Level. Play.
First match to get underway on semi-final Saturday here from the Total BWF Sudirman Cup. China against Thailand.
Oh, that's a nice one to start off with. And here we saw already from the first rally what the Thais can do. TAERATTANACHAI at the back and then Ditchaport at the front. And that is something that's saying a lot about their combination, that male at the front suddenly.
Good, listen to that support for the Chinese. Quite voluminous. It's a 9,000-seater stadium, this, and it's pretty busy. Brilliant. I think it's really interesting, one. We were discussing this the other day, weren't we? That this fella here, PUAVARANUKROH, can settle sort of with comfort when he's at the front of the court because his partner is so strong at the back, which is unusual and really a big part of their arsenal. Right?
It is, and that's what the top 4 pairs can do in mixed doubles in the world. But this pair is really good at it.
The treat working with you, for me, is that tactically you see it better than anybody. Is there anything we need to be looking out for, any nuances here?
What would be very important for the Chinese pair is Zheng Siwei. Sounds perhaps a little bit crazy, but he's a very strong player. But it's important to him that his attack is working. He will get a little bit frustrated if too much is coming back, and he's up against 2 very, very strong defensive players. So that will be one of the keys, is he's successful in his attack. And I can only say so far he has it. But what a charge in there by PUAVARANUKROH. The way that he's moving in at the net and playing the block shot here, taking off the pace. Once again, very, very well spotted. The other clash in the match is, of course, the fight for the control of the net, and that's where TAERATTANACHAI really have to challenge HUANG. It will be very interesting, and look at that one again.
They're electric from the offing, aren't they? These two absolutely wired. It's been brilliant so far. The speed and tempo, quite something.
Taking off the pace, really very deceptive.
Well, the crowd delighting in HUANG winning the good battle there.
But it's interesting that Thailand has chosen PUAVARANUKROH only to play mixed doubles, because he's also part of their best men's doubles. But to save him and save his energy, they have opted to play him only at mixed doubles in this tournament.
And it's an interesting choice, isn't it? Especially given that China are so strong and have such depth. You'd think they'd need him in men's doubles as well, because he is standout.
He is, but the head-to-head against the Chinese best players is not the best in the men's doubles, in all honesty.
Well, that's delighting many, as it is Zheng Siwei being able to pummel through that smash.
6
will mean a lot to him.
And here in the picture was Wang Yilu, the other mixed doubles men player, who is number 2 in the world, with Huang Dongping. Not chosen to play this match.
Service over. 7-5.
twinning nicely as always. Both teams. High pressure match this. Both want to set the tone for the nation and get them that solitary point in that race to 3 to win the tie.
Very good interception by HUANG here. Try to look at this one. Not only the interception, but the placement of the shot to the backhand side. TAERATTANACHAI very forehand committed in her defense on this one.
That was a ring-in. They've got all the instruments. The team having fun. That's important.
Yeah, that's what's so great of playing events like this. Is completely different to what you normally do when you play your individual events.
It's like a carnival atmosphere out here, isn't it? Well, they had a real good flurry in the early phase of the game. 5 straight points it was for Thailand, but they've not quite been as sharp since then. Of service errors then creeping in, indicative of the tension of the occasion, perhaps.
Yeah, well played by Wei there. But well covered by TAERATTANACHAI. She spotted that attacking clear. And her reply was really good, setting up partner PUAVARANUKROH at the net.
Yeah, certainly was a good riposte, wasn't it? So
this one here, this one, she's doing well on that one.
Head to the turn. With their noses in front, they'll be delighted at that.
咱发球的时候就按照自己的节奏，不要急的，因为你有的时候去慌的时候想快了，你发球发的挺好的，打没问题啊。
当着胆堂把它结合起来就好了。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
How do you think these two are feeling about their start, Morten?
Of course, they're not too happy about it. They would like to have a better start, and they have to watch out. You know, should they lose this opening game, it gives a lot more confidence to the Thais. They then suddenly really believe that they can do it one more time. And perhaps a shock start in the second game can really be very, very tricky for the Chinese. You know, when I say a shock start, it means that they go all out, the Thailand pair, to really try to create that opening from the very beginning of the second game.
Well, they won the opening game back in April in Singapore, the Thais. It was 24-22. This is proving pretty tight as well.
The Thailand pair is playing with an immense patience, really waiting for their chances, solid in their defense. Getting well out of trouble there.
Yeah, didn't he? Morten, explain to viewers that you said so eloquently a couple of days ago when the Thai mixed doubles pairing played together, in that PUAVARANUKROH is such a strong athlete with his body shape and build.
Yeah, he's got what we call a low centre of gravity, and that means that his agility is extremely well. He can move well on court. He's got very nice balance, and you can see as and when he's intercepting at the net, he's not losing his balance at all.
If you could script a badminton player to be a certain build, I think he would pretty much be it for mixed doubles. As they like it. As is Zheng as well. He got rushed into error there, though, by the might of China, and that wall of noise descends again. It's quite something. Too much to muscle through, didn't he?
Good work by Zheng Siwei. He kept his cool, kept attacking TAERATTANACHAI on the forehand side 3 times in a row.
12.
Interesting enough, TAERATTANACHAI started off as a women's singles player. She won the Youth Olympic gold in women's singles in 2010.
And then Morton, the story about her knee.
Yeah, she had an awful knee injury. That was in August 2017, where she did her ACL completely on her left knee in the final of the SEA Games, the Southeast Asian Games. But she has recovered so well, still able to play mixed doubles and women's doubles. And I think the Thailand coaches have done a great job to get her back into shape.
This is a whole knee reconstruction, wasn't it?
It is.
Something. So,
it is.
as you said, they had to go
gone.
gently, didn't they, when they sort of coaxed her back in. But done a great job.
It was out.
Chinese coach is gesturing right here with the finger. Right now, you've got to swivel this one.
They want to have a steeper attack on the 2 Thailand players, and that's very understandable. That's way out. By Zheng Siwei.
It must be quite something how the Chinese couple deal with such a high level of expectation and pressure from the home nation, going for their 11th title in this event.
Yeah, they've been in the final, China, for 13 years, or 13 times in a row. Won 10 of them.
Level of focus from HUANG, quite something.
Oh, that's a beautiful flick serve by Huang Yachong here. Completely catching TAERATTANACHAI. Try to have a look at this one. There. She went very early on that return of serve and got caught. Good serving there by Yachong. The Thailand player is making the small mistake of being a little bit too passive now, giving away too much initiative to the Chinese combination. Have to try to regain.
He's putting life and soul into those smashes, isn't he? His intensity up there matches Huang's level of visual focus. Eyes popping out on stalks.
Another one there. Good serving once again. And this is the new service rule. You can't really say it's new anymore. It's been there for a year. But the fact that it's have to be struck below 115 centimeters is adding on extra stuff when you want to flick it. You have more options and possibilities. And Yachong is really exploiting it well.
Well, they've raised the bar, haven't they, considerably. 5 straight Chinese points now. All stemming from that service quality upping from HUANG.
Yeah, they are completely controlling at the moment the Chinese combination. They really attack well.
It's in-your-face intensity from the Chinese. And these two, you sense, starting to feel it. Looks of angst in the Thai camp. This is a rubber that they really need to grasp to contest this.
To keep the match alive, they must win it. good play there by PUAVARANUKROH, the cross court. Well spotted by ZHENG, moving in at the net. Really well spotted by him. Covering partner, but not only covering, really played an aggressive return on it. Try to have a look. This one here, how he's moving forward. That's well spotted, good anticipation.
Well, I want what they had for breakfast, Morton, because it's absolutely electric, the tempo that this one started at, and I think it's just got even faster. Brilliant response from TAERATTANACHAI there, just denying HUANG at the net because she's been all over this match, hasn't she? It's great work from the Thais to negate that, to diffuse the momentum a little.
It's all coming from the fact that it's a flat lift, and ZHENG is opting to attack it. But of course, when you're attacking a flat shot, your reply is flat as well. And that was intercepted really well by TAERATTANACHAI.
And it stopped that run of 7 consecutive points for the Chinese dead in its tracks.
15,
now they need to build
18.
here. 3 points adrift for the yellow-shirted Thais. Stunning from ZHENG.
And this is definitely one of the weaknesses of absolute TAERATTANACHAI. It's completely exploited here. She is so strong in her defense, but quite weak when it comes to these drop shots. This one here, look at that, she's caught completely and have to dive for it. But that is actually one of the weaknesses in her game, is to cover shots like that.
She's giving her all.
She is. Can't fault her for that.
Yeah, absolutely. They've both been a stalwart for their side for a number of years now, haven't they? But now playing off that career high ranking, they are really contesting against the very best. And they're part of that sort of niche of top-end players in mixed doubles, which is good to see.
16, 19.
First game critical for both teams to secure, particularly you sense the Thais.
Yeah, good block shot there. It was well played, good anticipation by Huang Yaqiong, moving back and attacking this one here, covering that side of the court. But what a beautiful block shot that was.
Standing, wasn't it? The sense of composure from Dechapol there. Searing power from ZHENG, having his way again. He'll be pleased with that.
20. Game point, 18.
And after 20 minutes of top-notch action here on show court, one from Nanning, ZHENG and HUANG have a game point, 2 of them.
Is fantastic.
What a save from PUAVARANUKROH, but to no avail in the end. And the roof kind of lifts off here as the Chinese secure the opening game. Wow, so much more action to unfold. This is just the end of game one, but let's see this again. Morton, what a save.
This is fantastic. And that one there kept it all alive. And now the easy one comes. And how often does that happen? When the easy one comes, you miss it.
He is a powerhouse, isn't he, to turn that around.
Look at that one.
What commitment. But in the end, they dispatched on their first game point opportunity. 21-18, and secure the opening game for Chinese.
เขาเดินเข้ามาอย่างนี้เนาะข้างหลังว่างเข้าใจป่ะเขาได้เขายืนอยู่อย่างนี้ถูกป่ะพอเขาล้อปุ๊บเขาเปลี่ยนมาเป็นอย่างนี้เลยนึกออกไหมทำไงเขาเข้าใจป่ะเห็นให้หมดเนาะบางทีเราเห็นไม่หมดนะเข้าใจป่ะไม่ต้องไปบี้อยู่ครึ่งหน้าเยอะตอนนี้บี้พอเขาถอยปุ๊บเราบี้เขาเข้าใจป่ะทำยังไงเขาถอยทำไงเขาอยู่เนี้ยแล้วเราบี้ค่อยบี้วางปุ๊บเราต้องประกบเนาะไม่งั้นแม่งวางต่อเข้าใจป่ะนะเตรียมไปเดียวไม่หมานะไม้เตรียมหน้าเลยว่ะ
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Leaving nothing on the table, Zheng Siwei, and the quality of those smashes. He's roaring with every one. That was the game point. How did that come back from PUAVARANUKROH? We're into the start of game two now. What will unfold here?
Yeah, good interception by PUAVARANUKROH here. HUANG thought there was a gap, but there was not. It was good anticipation. But that's what the Thais have to do. They have to be proactive. They have to be aggressive. They have to take initiative. I think they lost that first game because at that spell in the middle of the game, they lost that initiative, and the Chinese pair really were on a roll.
Yeah, 7-point flurry, wasn't it? Were they a little too passive for your liking?
A bit too passive, yes.
Well, they're almost liberated, aren't they? Zheng and Huang here after winning game one. They can play a little bit more expansively with that as a buffer.
Disheartened by the fact that they did not win the first game. They have to get back on track now, otherwise this train is running, and it is running fast.
There's just such an insistence, isn't there? A strong will, and you really do feel it within a hall like this when China are playing at home. They kind of get the steamroll going in the machine, don't they? And then just roll over everybody that comes in their way, and it's quite something. But it's good resistance from the Thais. Still have a lot of work to do here. 3 points adrift. That was a good lead. just lights out, isn't it?
Yeah, he's giving it everything he's got.
If he were a boxer, that would be a KO punch every time.
Yeah, perhaps.
Doesn't seem to fatigue either.
What's that? But Sensei is really having a good day today. I think he's playing strong. I think he's playing good attack. He's having good variation on it as well. When they played Denmark, the Danish combination really managed to do well, especially in the first game, of course, when they won it. But they really managed to put Sensei way under pressure. Good interception, wonderful interception there by Yachong. Twice.
Yeah, she's been standout, hasn't she? For me, I mean, there's the serving quality that she played a couple of timely fast flick serves middle of the opening game, and it was really brave of her to go to the well in that regard and really go after it. So proactive. Wow, she's there again, like a rash all over the net.
Yeah, PUAVARANUKROH loves to play this shot here, but of course they have now played 7 times against one another, and Yachong knows that that's one of his favorite shots and covering really nicely.
Well, the Chinese machine is well oiled, and it really is starting to move pretty ominously now towards the mid-game interval. You sense this is quite a generous lead as they've orchestrated. Five in a row. Simply stunning from Team China right now. There's no let-up. They're desperate to slam the door in the faces of Thailand. They're so wary of the dangers of the yellow-shirted Thais. In mixed doubles, that's for sure. Secure the mid-game interval lead, 11 points to 2.
这样打起来，你再往前抓他几个，他就虚了。你还是要先一下子上去全拦的话，你会自己拦着不敢玩了，就哇先呼出来，然后再卸他，就很舒服。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
China have won 10 of the last 11 points, so Thailand have to come out after this turn and really put something together. They're right up against it. I would say these guys are at their very peak right now. They can't do very much wrong. That is brilliant. PUAVARANUKROH as he spikes that backhand down the line. It finds its mark with authority. Just what the doctor ordered.
No doubt they're crumbling under pressure here by the Chinese pair. They really play very, very strongly.
Yeah, I think anybody would, wouldn't they? You know, the Chinese are just so mighty there.
Yeah, but even look at this chance here.
Yeah.
Missing it, have to try to play strong winners.
How's that for a gap?
Sensei Wei covering that one well.
Talk about commitment. Brilliant from TAERATTANACHAI. Now will that get her to get forward a little more and be proactive? It's a tough ask. Thankless, many would say. But they have to believe. They beat them last time, a month or so ago at the Singapore Open. They've got to harbour that shaft of light in their mind and go after it.
Because you've beaten a pair once doesn't mean that you beat them twice, in all honesty. It proved it's possible, but it doesn't look good.
They're still in this. Oh, they pulled the rabbit out the hat there. How's that for a turnaround?
Awesome display of the fighting spirit. Good defensive shot. Finding that mid-court area between the two players.
Look at this. Sensational from both. Take a bow. Brilliant badminton.
Yeah. Also very, very strong legs here by Dichapol. Look how he's slipping at the front.
Look at this. How dynamic are these shots? That was great, wasn't it? Was it 15 cameras on this court to enjoy this? Doesn't get better, does it?
Oh, we can almost show any angle on the court, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. It's just been a compelling watch from the off. But the world number ones have just sort of raised the bar, and now Thailand coming with them there at that point. Have some of that. Welcome to my house, suggests ZHENG and HUANG. She's lovely. Got the little flag going there, look, and everything. All ages welcome. Unsighted. Lines judge with palms across eyes. Views obscured. Well, there's been a challenge either way.
I think the umpire called it and he called it in. And the challenge is coming from ZHENG Siwei.
And just as well,
It is in, so the challenge is unsuccessful. That was a good call by the umpire.
Service over. 5-14.
ZHENG Siwei and Huang Yaqiong is keeping this 17-point gap. It's virtually impossible for the Thailand pair to come back. Huang Yaqiong forcing the mistake on TAERATTANACHAI. The way that she was closing down here, we've got Huang Dongping, the female player in the pair who is number 2 in the world.
They must be anxious looking at this, thinking, golly, we have to contest against these guys when we go Open World Tour tournaments at some stage. That is frightening, the prospect.
But on their good days, they beat this pair number 1.
Still the 10-point cushion. It's like the Thais are being smothered by a duvet now. They just can't come up for air at the moment. They need something special now. And still it comes back. Huang playing a blinder in that point.
And in the picture was Sun Jun, the world champion in men's singles in 1999. Sitting on the right.
Service over.
He was runners-up in 1997 against Peter Rasmussen in Glasgow, Scotland. Good flick serve, really full sexy way, but unfortunately for Digital, wide of the sideline.
18-7.
They're running out of time. The might of China has just increased. They've been watertight and front running very effectively.
What happens when you got the confidence. Look at how Zheng Siwei is moving forward in his defensive stance here. Try to have a look at this one. Playing that one there, and then just moving forward in his defense, attacking it cross court. That's what confidence is doing to you.
$13
13 match points for Zheng and Huang.
Yeah, well spotted, going cross court.
Well, a demonstration of ruthless efficiency from Zheng Siwei and Huang Yachong. That was quite something. They got their opponents in a headlock in game 2 and never relinquished their grip. Quite outstanding. They were 11-14 down in game 1, but then they shifted into top gear, won 7 in a row, and there really was no looking back. Outstanding today, and they should be feeling pretty proud as they give their nation the one love lead in this overall tie race to 3. Look at this, all the answers, and look at the finish, the variety. Quite special, Morten.
It was a very, very strong performance by the Chinese combination. Really well played. They had supremacy on court today. There is no doubt about it. They, as you say, 14-11 down in the first, and from there they never ever looked back.
An authoritative start from the top seeds, sending a message of intent to the rest of the field. Confirmation of the scoreline: 21-18, 21-7. Zheng and Huang safely secure the first match for China.